Let's start with this day. With a beautiful clap for this International Yoga Day, my dear friend. What a beautiful occasion which got added by United Nations, of course, in the request which came from India. So just a little bit history about this is the 11th year when this was added as an International Yoga Day. When this initially, when it was represented by India with this concept of bringing oneness with yoga, as soon as this was presented, within a short span of time, about 175 countries supported this particular event, my dear friends, to get added into United Nations. Right? That's a remarkable support given by the entire universe. Right? Everybody are looking for this oneness, for this unity. So, what is yoga, right? Yoga is it's a unity, right? Unity with anything. So, if you start from countries, right? From various countries should get united, right? Various nations should get united. Various states should get united, right? Various caste, creed. There's no differentiation anymore, friends. Unity, right? That's where it is coming from the top down. That's why it got added into United Nations, right? So unity from everything, from that portion to the unity within, right? So you're coming from top down to within, where unity of body, mind, and on the other one, soul. So these three should get united, right? Once these three get united, then unity builds from bottom up. The concept is the the yoke is derived from from top to bottom, but happening will happen from bottom up. That is the beauty, right? So once you get united within yourself, with your body, mind, and soul, automatically you get united with your neighbor, with your friends, with your family. Once you get united with your friends, family, and then you get united with nearby regions, in nearby states, nearby countries. That's how it gets united. So that's where unity comes into picture, and that's where yoga is important. Yeah. So that is how this a little bit of history on how this is started. Now coming to this particular place, my dear friends, this is organized by Atlanta Pyramid Meditation Academy, and our sincere gratitude to our Grandmaster Brahman Sri Pitama Patiji, who gave us who gave us this wisdom very long time ago, even before this yoga day started, right? So he was trying to bring unity within yourself. That's how the bottoms up is being traveled, right? So with his inspiration, this organization, which is called Atlanta Pyramid Meditation Academy, is started, and the main principle of this is to take this unity and oneness to one and all through meditation practices, through yoga practices, through inner science, through all these abilities, we can build in ourselves and help the community in one way or the other. Right? So that so with that aspect, this land what you're sitting is owned by this academy. So give a big clap for that. Because all the people who are part of this organization are just volunteers, my dear friends. So they have their own professions, they're doing their daily job, but due to passion, we have come together and we've wanted to do something as a give back to the community, and that is the reason. we wanted to acquire this land. We wanted to build a beautiful pyramid, which can host at least about 200 to 300 people, and we wanted to teach the inner science to to the community, right? And all this is just free of cost, my dear friends. You like to come, spend your time, learn, and practice. That's all what is expected from everybody. But we jointly build ourselves and build the community with a positive world. That is the whole intention of this line. With that intention, we start this program of International Yoga Day. And we have our beautiful master, Vimal Saxena, who is very humbly accepted to come and uh, teach us this yoga today. And I request Arun to come forward and introduce this great master.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Vimal ji is a close friend of mine ever since he came for January meditation. That's when we got a friendship built. And he's a great yoga instructor. He's a certified yoga instructor and was with Patanjali Yoga. So I would request him to guide us, continue the journey with us, and everything. Like he's a certified one. He's having his own channel as well as like he's collaborating with PMC. He's a great master. Thank you so much, and please continue, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So just before handing over to Vimalji, so the program would be, my dear friends, will do about 40 minutes, sir? 45, 45. Yeah, 45, about 45 minutes of yoga. And then we'll do about 30 minutes of meditation. And then we'll take some experiences and then we'll break out, my dear friends. This is how our agenda looks like. Okay? So, meanwhile, as I said, you can use the restroom. If you want to use water, please be aware of your body. If you have not done this before, just keep it slow. You do not have to fully rush. I think Sergi will explain about all that. Over to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Om Pranam. So I'll start with one of the sutra of yogas, that is Atha Yoga Anushasanam and Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Why do we need to perform yoga? Why do we need to practice yoga? This is one something which is connecting us with ourselves, with Almighty, with divinity. And to connect with divinity, we must have these two things intact. One is the physical wellness, and second is the mental wellness. So, yoga helps you to be physically fit, meditation helps you to mentally enlighten. That's how this combination of yoga asanas, which we are going to perform today. Let me say thanks first to Atlanta Pyramid Meditation Academy for organizing such a beautiful event. Those who have been practicing yoga, very good. The onus comes on you to encourage others to practice yoga. Those who are not practicing yoga, let's take this day to start practicing, to know yourself, to know your body, to know your mind. And if you really want to be happy, that's the only thing. When you know about your body and your mind, that's the connect, that's unity, which we will be performing today. So for today's session, we will be running the International Yoga Day protocol, which has been defined, explained, published at many platforms by Indian government. Before we perform, let me give few instructions. Those who are performing today, or those who are not in practice, please be careful. Body awareness is important. Yatha Shakti Nirantaram. You have to know your own capacity. Do not compare yourself with others. Not at all. Whatever is your capacity, try to do at that level. Do not overstretch if you are not in continuous practice.
Okay, I will make sure that my instructions should be in such a manner that you would be able to perform all the yogasanas which are as per the yoga protocol, and let's be happy for that. All right. So let's start with Omkar. So we will do 3 times Omkar Ucharan. Then we will do Prarthana. So I will recite the Prarthana. You can do it after me. So there are total 4 charan, 4 phases. One is, of course, the Prarthana. We'll start with the Prarthana first. So sit in any of the position in which you are comfortable, Padmasan, Sukhasan, Siddhasan, or Vajrasan. Make sure your spinal cord is straight. Try to sit straight. Have the Dhyana Mudra. Simplest mudra it is your index finger and your thumb, and rest all fingers are all together. Keep it on your knees. Close your eyes. Deep breathe in. Let's sound to be heard by people. Let's do one more time. Breathe in. One more time. I will recite the poem, the mantra. Please recite it after me. Sangachadvam samvadadvam samvo manasi janatam Deva bhagam yatha purve Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate Sanjanana upasate Om. So meaning of this prarthana is, let's unite the way we were earlier, without any discrimination, without any differences. Let's unite together and walk on the path of peace. Let's be together. That's what is meaning of this mantra. We will start with the Sukshma Vyayam, small exercises to loosen your muscles, to prepare your muscles for performing yogasanas. Don't worry about that, that will be taken care of. Okay. All right. Let's stand up. Right. So whenever we are doing any yogic exercise, any exercise, let's always do some warm up, some stretching. That's what is needed to make sure your body is prepared to take the load which you're going to give to your body. Right. So let's start with slow walking, just to make sure the circulation of blood into our body, right? Get that energy back into our body. Very good. Want to do it fast? No. Hmm? All right. Relax. Relax. All right. Let's start with Sukshma Vyayam, small exercises to make sure all of those joints are at intact, and they'll be able to take the pressure of the yogasanas, the asanas which we will be performing. All right. Let's start with first the neck exercises. Keep your hands on your waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Neck towards your left. hold, breathe in, breathe out towards your right, breathe in, back to the normal position. Remember, at any point of time, let's do all the asanas with breathing practices. If we will do it with the right breathing techniques, we would not feel any fatigue, any injury. So let's keep breathing, right? We'll do the second asana when we have to touch our left ear with our left shoulder. We will try as much as possible. Okay? All right. Breathe in, breathe out as per your capacity. Breathe in, breathe out, right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Slowly, slow movement. Do not try to give any jerk to any part of your body. We'll do it now forward and backward. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, relax. Now we will do the round movements. When you are doing round movement, make sure you are doing pretty slow and with the breathing. Okay? Breathe in, breathe out. Now we will take first clockwise, then anti-clockwise. So breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Now to the other way around. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, relax. Remember, let me repeat it again. Breathing is pretty much important, which is also called as prana vayu, the air which is there for your life. So, right technique of prana vayu, right technique of breathing oxygen, that's what it is which will keep your internal organs as well as your physical wellness. So, breathing, right technique of breathing is pretty much important. We will be discussing about it in due course of time. Let's do the second Sukshma Vyayam, second small exercise for our shoulders. Make 2 to 3 inches gap in your leg. Hands near your body. We will breathe in and lift our legs. So breathe in. Try to do it slowly. Up, up. Your palms should be facing out. Your hands should not touch your ear. Hold in this position. You will feel the stretch. Slowly breathe out. Down. Let's do one more time. Breathe in. Feel your body. Body awareness is pretty much important. Breathe out. Relax. Let's do the round movement now. Breathe in. Keep it to the shoulder level. Hands on your shoulder. Touch your elbows. This is the position we will start the round movement. Breathe in. Make a full circle. Breathe out. Let's do one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now other way around. Breathe in. Make a full circle. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Both the hands slowly down. So first we did for neck, then for shoulder, then for another movement part is your waist level. Okay. Keep the distance same in your legs. By breathing in, we have to raise our hands to our shoulder level, forward way. So breathe in, twist from your left side, breathe out. Try to make this 90-degree angle, look towards back, hold this position for some time. You will feel the stretch on your waist level. Breathe in, coming back towards right now. Breathe out. Breathe in. Back to the normal position. Slowly relax. This was for your waist movement. The fourth one is for your knees. So we will try to make a posture wherein we will try to sit. Make around 6 to 8 inches gap into your legs. Sit straight. Breathe in, hands up till shoulder level. Breathe out, try to sit. Breathe in. Let's do one more time. Easy? All right, let's do one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold as per your capacity. Breathe in. Relax. Easy?
Very easy.
Very easy? Very good.
Getting not to the heat.
Body awareness. So if you say easy, you know your body. All right. A bit of your ankle movement, then we will begin with the asanas. Okay. So for the ankle movement, let's start with the right leg first. We have to rotate the ankles 5 times left to right, 5 times right to left. Perfect. Let's do with the left leg. 5 times left to right, 5 times right to left, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Perfect. Now this is the preparing our body for performing asanas. So first we will perform Tadasana. For performing any asana, you need to know about the benefits, of course, but more than benefits, we need to know about the contraindications. In what condition you should not perform that asana. Because the idea is to get benefited, not to harm our body, right? So Tadasana, those who have got any kind of arthritis issues, ankle issues, knee problems, they should not perform Tadasanas. If people have got the vertigo problem, they should not perform Tadasana. Rest all people can do it carefully. All right, let's do it together. 2 to 3 inches gap in your leg. Breathe in, hands up to the shoulder level. Breathe out, make a lock and outside. Perfect. Breathe in. Are we all good in this position? Perfect. Slowly, we will try to be on our ankles now. Stretch your body as per your capacity. Perfect. Very good. Slowly down. Let's do one more time. Breathe in. Stretch. Perfect. This is a very good asana for the kids. Slowly down. Relax. Hands down. Was it easy?
Yeah.
Easy to perform?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's move towards one more asana, which is Vrikshasana, tree pose, which is pretty much beneficial for your concentration level, which is one of the biggest problem nowadays. Not with Atlanta Pyramid Meditation Academy people. I must say I've attended that program, and the meditation was pretty much. When I talk about that event, I still get goosebumps, especially that 1.5 hour flute meditation. Amazing. So Atlanta Pyramid people do not have that problem of concentration, but still, for our generations, for our kids, we need them to do these practices to improve their concentration. So we will do Vrikshasana. Let's start with the left leg first. Now, for this, the contraindication is if you have got arthritis, if you are overweight, avoid doing this or do it with the support. Rest all people can do it. It's all for making a balance and concentration. Easy way to do it. If you're doing with the left leg first, try to transfer the weight to your left leg. Okay, let's transfer the weight first. Once it has been done, you can lift your right leg as much as possible. If you're not able to, try to start with this, whatever is possible for you. Try to lift it up. Perfect. Perfect. Slowly breathe in. Up, up, up. Perfect. Hold. Slowly breathe out. Perfect. Leg down. Right, I can see a few people have done very good. Clap for Pushpaji, right? Let's do with the right leg now. Pushpaji, you can come here. Come. Please come. Please come. We'll do with the right leg now. Same technique. Try to transfer the weight on right leg first. Slowly try to lift your left leg. Make it free. So your body knows that weight of entire body is going to come on your right leg. Okay? Perfect. Very good. Very good. Slowly lift your hands up, 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 up. Very good. Very good. My God. Everybody is doing perfect. Slowly breathe out. Earth. Slowly breathe in. Relax. Let's take 2 breathing gap in between. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All okay? Feeling relaxed now? This was for backward bending. Let's do the forward bending. For the forward bending, we will do Shashakasana first, for which take small gap into your legs. Okay? Keep your hands here. Again, we have to bend it from your waist level. Okay? Slowly breathe in. Breathe out. And slowly try to go ahead. Very good. Okay? Perfect. Go as long as you can. Try to touch your forehead to your floor. Chin or forehead. Breathe in. Slowly come back. The way you have gone, the same way slowly come back. Okay, let's try to do one more time. Let me do the sidewise pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's go slowly. Body awareness is pretty much important. Know your body. Breathe in, come back. Very good. This is pretty much important for your lower back. People nowadays complain about lower back, and it's not their fault. We do work 8 hours, 10 hours sitting every day. So This one can really correct your pose, fix your lower back issues. So this was forward bending. Let's do one more asana, which I'm sure all of you would like. I'm sure you must have heard about this asana. Butterfly pose.
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Right? Very good. Who can do it better?
Everyone.
Everyone? Okay. Anyone? I want to invite anyone here. Who wants to come here to do butterfly asana? Sushma? Are you Sushma ji? Come here fast. Let's do butterfly pose. Legs straight, sit in Dandasana position. If you want to relax, remember this is one position which you must relax for 2 breathing, 3 breathing to again re-energize your body. Okay, so this is relaxing position. Now let's do it. Bhadrasana. Breathe in. Try to touch your legs and slowly try to bend them. Whatever is possible, how much is possible to you to keep it close to your body. Very good. Just make sure your back is straight. Okay? Try to keep your back straight. Then only you would be feeling the benefit of it. Right? Now what is left?
Fly.
All right. Fly in the sky.
Butterfly, here.
Very good. Sushma ji, very good. She has got a perfect pose. Everybody is enjoying this. 10 minutes? All right. Slowly stop. Keep your legs ahead. Try to go ahead. Hands back. Let's take 2 breathing. Relax. Perfect. Big round of applause to Sushma ji.
Thank you.
Let's do one more asana in the sitting position. That is Vakrasana. Vakra means twist, twisting your waist level, right? Most of us complain about the digestive disorders, the digestive issues. Of course, food is one of the major thing we need to look after. But at the same time, these asanas which can help you to activate your inner organs like Vakrasana. If you are performing them, you would not feel much of the digestive issues, right? So let's do it slowly. Let's do it carefully. Be in Dandasana position. Let's start with the right leg first. So bending your right leg to your left knee level. Perfect. Breathe in. Take your right hand up. Breathe out. Take the support. Now, if you are comfortable sitting in this position, now left hand, breathe in, breathe out. Try to keep it near your leg, whatever is possible to you. And look to the back side. See whether people are doing right or not. That's your responsibility now, huh? Perfect, perfect. Hold for some time. Now let's breathe in and left hand up. Breathe out, left hand down. Breathe in, right hand. Breathe out, right leg straight. Easy?
Yep.
You would mostly feel the pressure on your hamstring muscles and your back muscles. Let's do it from the left side as we have to keep the balance. Next straight. Bend your left leg to your right knee level. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right? Now, right hand, breathe in. If you are not getting the twist, let's do one thing. Let's keep the elbow to your knee and try to twist a bit. See. So make sure your chest is completely up. Perfect, perfect. Hold it for some time. Hold it for some time. Perfect. Breathe in, right hand up. Breathe out. Breathe in, left hand. Breathe out, leg straight. Any problem, any issue? All good? Perfect. Now it's time to take some rest. Lie down on your stomach. This is what? No. This has yet to come. Alright, try to keep your face towards stage so that you can sew. Try to keep your face towards stage so that you can see. Keep your face towards stage. Keep your face towards stage so that you can see. Like, everybody loves this, huh? And let me tell you one thing. This is one of the important asanas. One of the important. While we perform asana, our body feels extra pressure. And so we need to relax our body. Okay? Very simple technique. Keep the distance in your leg. Your toes pointed towards outside. Okay? Your left hand, then your right hand, and then your forehead. Let's take 5 breathing relaxation. Please don't sleep. Let's count our own breathe. 5 breathing relaxation. This is called Makarasana. All right. Lifting the leg first. So breathe in, lifting the legs. Then breathe out, bending the legs towards your chest. Then breathe in and breathe out, lifting your neck. This will be the final position of Pavan Muktasana. Then we will go back to the position the way we have come. Okay? Now let's do it together. The Pavan Muktasana, legs straight, come in the position. Both the legs together. Breathe in and lift your leg up. Breathe out with the support of your hand. Try to keep your legs near to your chest. Breathe in. Lift your neck and try to touch with your knees. Slowly breathe out. Neck down. Leg up. And leg down. Perfect. Now the most favorite asana of everybody. Very good. In the Shavasana, keep the distance in your legs. Your toes are pointed outside. Your hands are a bit away from your body. Palm facing sky. Your neck towards your left, a bit tilted. Keep your eyes closed and breathing. Shavasana is one of the best asanas to revive your body, to revitalize your body. Follow your breathe. You are inhaling, then you are exhaling. Try to follow your breath, which helps you to improve your concentration level. This asana, I would say it is very underrated asana, but if you are performing this asana every day after coming from your work, you do it for 2 minutes, but make sure you're not doing on bed. Have your yoga mat ready, do it for 2 minutes. You will again feel revitalized, your body revived. Shavasana, it's a must-do asana when you are performing yoga. This is one asana which helps you to revive your body. Keep breathing, try to follow your breath. 5 minutes of Shavasana has got the capacity to give you 2 hours of sleep relaxation. Leave your body, let it flow. Right. Slowly try to make movement in your leg fingers, hand fingers. Bring your hands together, rub your hands, keep them on your eyes. Slowly open your eyes and take the left turn. Very good. And try to sit in the position. How are you feeling now? Which was the best asana? You got it. All right. Big round of applause for all of us. So this was all the third part. The first we started with Prarthana. Second we did the Sukshmayam small asanas. Third is Yogasan, and fourth is Pranayam. So we will do 2 or 3 pranayams only, then we will wind up the session because anyway we will have the meditation session then. So I would like to utilize that time for meditation session. So we will do 2 pranayams. One is Kapalabhati, second is Brahmari. These 2 pranayams we will do it today. So for Kapalabhati, you can sit in any of the relaxing position. It may be in Sukhasan, Siddhasan, Vajrasan, whichever you are comfortable with. Keep your spine straight. That's the major requirement. Make your Dhyana Mudra. Keep it on your knees. Keep your back straight. We will close our eyes. We will deep breathe in. And then we will forcefully breathe out. Let's do it together. Count your own stroke. Let's do 30 strokes and then we will stop. Okay, let's do it together. All right. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do 30 strokes. Relax. Let's do a bit slow now. 1 stroke, 1 second. Let's do one more cycle of 30 strokes. Be in position. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. This pranayam is very much beneficial for your internal digestive system, internal organs. But make sure those who have got any kind of heart surgery, stomach surgery, hernia, ulcer, pregnant women, women in their days should not perform this pranayam. And rest all days, this is very good pranayam to do. Let's do one more cycle of 30 strokes all together. Keep your back straight, eyes closed, breathe in. So A and U will be 10% and 80% will be Ma. The Ma will create the vibrations in your mind to relax your mind. Okay, let me perform one, then we will do it together. Okay? Breathe in. Clear? साथ में करेंगे. Let's do it together. Brahmari, we'll do 3 times Brahmari. Do not try to listen to anyone, whether he has done or she has done or no. Let's detach from the external world. Listen to our body, listen to our voice, relax our mind. We will do 3 times Brahmari and then meditation. Okay, be in that position. Do not open your eyes. Are we clear? Shall we do it together? All right, let's be in the position. Breathe in. Keep your eyes closed. Do not open your eyes. Let's do some meditation with the thought of positivity, with the thought of togetherness, with the thought of unity. Let's focus on the middle part of our eyebrows to improve our concentration level. Let's remember our forefathers who have brought us here in this life. Let's remember our Guru who have shown us the path of happiness, the path of success. Let's remember our parents. Let's have the positive thoughts to make sure we are the one who are responsible to spread peace, who are responsible to spread awareness among the people, to walk them through on the path of happiness and success. Let's talk to our body, let's talk to our mind. Let's be thankful to the Almighty, the God. Let's be thankful to our Gurus who have shown us this path. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 50, Lord Krishna said, Yoga karma kaushalam. If you are doing your karma, your action with perfection, you are doing yoga. So it becomes our responsibility to be peaceful, to spread peace, awareness among humankind. Let's keep our both the hands together. Rub your hands. Create the divine energy. Provide this to your eyes, your face, your entire body from head to toe. Let's rub it again. Keep it before your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. How are you feeling now? Okay, let's wind up this session with the prarthana. Then we will go for meditation. Before that, I really want you people to laugh. Are we ready to laugh? Yes?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. Before laughing, let's roar.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. You please come here. Please come here. Please come here. Come here. Please come. Let's do 2 asanas which are for our joy, for our enjoyment, right? And at the same time for your throat, of course. All right. So let's sit in the Vajrasan position. Okay. Who roars? Dog? Cat?
Tiger.
My God, everybody knows. Tiger or lion, huh? All right, sitting in the position. Right? Liger, yes. Hands. This is our position. Right? Let's do it together. All right. Breathe in. Are we lion or come on?
Puppies, come on.
Come on. Let's do it together. Breathe in. One more time. Perfect. Hands on your knees. Let's do some laughing, right? Yeah. Yeah. One more time. Yeah. Bit massage to your neck. Very good. Let's have a big round of applause for all of us. We'll do prarthana and then we will wind up. Okay? Fold your hand for the prarthana for Sukha Shanti Samriddhi, for the peace in the world, which is what we all are known to spread in the world. Let's do it together. Do you know all that that mantra? Sarve Bhavantu Sukhna. So let's do it all together. Okay? All right. Keep your eyes closed. Let's do it together. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyanto. Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Pranam. Pranam to everyone, those who have spare time and come here. I hope this will become the regular practice and daily habit for all of us. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, with this we are going to end the yoga asanas, but we still have meditation to come forward, and we are going to meditation in the shadows. I think we found out place there, like it is going to be on the pathway, but we are going to do meditation under the woods. So please feel free to bring all your yoga mats here.
Very good session. Very nice. Ashirwad.
So yes, sir. This we are going to. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. No. आप बढ़िया no sir. Really, you have done a good job. Thank you.
So friends, yeah. Sir, sir, we'll have a group picture, sir.
You can have it here, yeah, right. Come here, everybody. Let's have.
We'll do a group picture with all of
How are you? Good, good. Where are you staying right now?
Andhra smile. Yeah. Smile, please.
Hey!
Okay.
Yoga pose, please.